thinking of doing cold calling like even a half an hour. I was wondering if you want to join, maybe just to see whatever. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I didn't forget about you. I am going to send it to you. I promise.
Oh, no rush. Like, I know
Yeah.
you.
And yeah, I honestly also like wanted to ask you like how are you? How are things? And like how you doing?
You know what? My phone's on 2%, so let me charge it, and then I'll tell you like when I join your cold calls.
No problem. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay. Bye.
That's ultimately the goal. 50 for it. I put in $80,000. I'm ready to sell it for $1,450,000. And I tell them, look, I understand that logic makes a lot of sense, but you can still make more money. You're saying goodbye to an additional $100,000 because you just want to sell it instead of thinking more about the financial impact.
We're gonna get him. Feeling.
So here's what I would do today. I would drop off the.
Okay, so then like we just leave it by the mailbox and tell him afterwards.
In the mailbox, and then you'll send him a video, and you'll say, "Hey, I just got in my car. I left you a little gift at your door. Let me know once you see it."
Okay, sounds good. And yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Honestly, Shterni, like seriously, just like dial as much as possible. That's all I can say. Like it's not really. Yes, there is like a sentence. I wouldn't really say there's a sentence, but just like dial. It's a numbers game. And like yeah, I dialed with you. Remember, like I showed you what I do. Nothing really special. But just like dial. It's a numbers game. And like yeah, I dialed with you. Remember, like I showed you what I do. Nothing really special. Yeah.
It's the consistency that pays off. That's what's up. Cool. Well, I think this was pretty solid. What is y'all's feedback, and is there anything else that you'd like for us to discuss? You feel like valuable? She's like a monster.
Yeah. Can you speak to us about your vendors, like how your vendors working, so we can present it to them and talk to them about like, because usually I know like when I present vendors, like this is part of our team. We have a team that works for us. This is our loan officer. This is that. So can you like give us like not necessarily the contact, but like what they do, what they're different, their prices and everything, so then we can present it as part of our team?
When you say vendors, you mean people for buyers and sellers for their houses?
Mm-hmm.
We just put them in a group chat.
Okay, no, but why? For example, like with this buyer, I used to work with Rachel, so I know what she's doing. I know like I don't know her prices yet so much, so that depends on him. But like, I know what she's doing, I know her experience, so I know on hand like she's good. So I'm like, okay, I will connect you with her because I want you to also try to prepare with her. I was wondering about your vendors as well, like title company, inspectors, like why, like your network that we will use with the people that we bring to you, so then we can also promote it as like part of the team as well.
So the title company that we have, I mean, the reason why we specifically use our title company is because of the fact that we're able to stay in control of the deal.
Yeah.
So we're able to keep things, moving along in a way where, where if there's an issue, or there's any problems, or there's any questions, or anything like that, we can always stay on top of it. You also
they were insane. Like they were really quick and like really just like on it. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a title company you own? That's yours? Okay, so that's wonderful. So we can definitely say that to the sellers. Listen, like, the buyers, this is the title company we own, so we want also make sure that they're moving quick, because there's a huge issue with title companies since they're small and they're not moving quick. So then you find liens later on, and then you're already locked in the deal. So with them, we can promote it. Sorry, that's like my thought process. That's why I'm like trying to.
No, that makes a lot of sense. 100%. I'm here for it.
So yeah, I love that. The title company. Let me write it down. What is the charge? What are your charge usually?
We charge $1,500 or $995 depending on the service. The buyer's usually $1,500 and the seller's usually $995.
$995. Okay. Seller and buyer. Okay. What else? You have your own loan. Do you own? Because I know you do lending sometimes or stuff like that. But I was wondering if it's yours or you collaborated, and if you do, like, what is the rate?
So lending, we do mostly commercial lending. Rates depend on the borrowers, credit scores and qualifications. I own real estate, so we also do property management. And you know, it's really more like on a case by case basis. Like if I feel like somebody, you know, can help or needs the help or something like that, then we're here for it. If not,
Okay.
then yeah, I would kind of just refer them.
Okay. Do you have also multiple people for each task? For example, like if you have a loan officer, you have like 3
For
people.
lenders, yes, I have multiple lenders.
Okay, inspector skills. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Do you have like a sheet that we can send it to them? Part of like the, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, because I want to work with him, and he's an Israeli, and I want to make sure like I'm on top of everything, because I don't want to, you know, make a fool out of myself. So yeah. Yeah. And there's the buyer consultation. I'm gonna send it to him. Do you think I should do I don't need to do a presentation, nothing like that. Just send it to him, right?
No, just send them over the buyer brokerage agreement and start sending them properties.
I don't need to do a presentation, nothing like that. Just send it to him, right?
No, just send them over the buyer brokerage agreement and start sending them properties.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I did send it. And one of the things I did want to ask you about him, he sent me yesterday a property that is above his budget. So he got approved with his loan officer. I believe his wife also has a VA, I think, because she works for a hospital, for $400,000. Then he sends me a house for $560,000. And I told him, listen, and he asked me, can we see the house? I was like, listen, I understand, but it's above your budget. You're going to fall in love with it, and you're not going to get qualified for the house. Are you sure about it? He says, listen, if I want to purchase a house, I want to purchase a house that's already like done and renovated. I want to, because then I will have to invest out of my pocket, and this is going to fall into the mortgage. I was wondering, what do you think?
Ask him to get an updated pre-approval.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to connect him with Rachel. Maybe she can also like see. And I was wondering with you if you know any lenders that can.
Rachel's a good stop.
Rachel's a good stop. Okay. Yeah, because I want to see if he can get even more. But even though, let's say he doesn't, so do you think he needs to make sure he has the cash to pay the rest? Like, how does it work usually?
Again, you want to double check his financial status with the mortgage broker, whoever.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to see if he can get even more. But even though, let's say he doesn't, so do you think he needs to make sure he has the cash to pay the rest? Like, how does it work usually?
Again, you want to double check his financial status with the mortgage broker, whoever it is that's going to be funding it. You want to make sure that they can support all of it. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to make sure that the financials are there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Beautiful. Okay. And yeah, showing him houses and guiding him through it. Okay.
I just texted Catherine to get what's it called? To get the vendor sheet. I'll add Shterni to it as well. All right, so this 230 is confirmed.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna print you out the 230. I'm also gonna print you out the docs for the both of the listing presentations. And then we'll go to that one. You'll drop off those other two, and then you'll send them each videos. So it's 3.
Okay, perfect. Quick question. Did you in the email I told you, like I saw in the IMAP, there are 3 owners, and then when I saw the deed, I see that she's not at the deed. I spoke to Maria, so in my mind, I'm like, do I need to ask her maybe if all the decision makers will be there?
That's at 2:30. Yeah, call her and say, hey, I noticed that there's multiple people who are on this listing agreement. Can you just explain to who are on this tax record? Can you just explain to me what the relationship is of everybody?
Yeah, because I want to make sure that we're speaking to the decision maker, not just wasting time with someone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna see what's going on with 4 o'clock, and I'm gonna do the other things. Perfect. Okay.
Awesome. Shterni, what else?
Not really have anything to ask at the moment.
Okay. Sometimes it's also okay. You don't always have to have. It's fine.
No, that's not true. She has something going on. We decided to go and door knocking together. What do you mean you have nothing going on?
I don't have anything going on. I said I have nothing to ask. Don't really have anything to ask at the moment.
Okay. Sometimes it's also okay. You don't always have to have. It's fine.
No, that's not true. She has something going on. We decided to go and door knocking together. What do you mean you have nothing going on?
I don't have anything going on. I said I have nothing to ask.
Well, then what do you have going on?
I'm waiting for these 2 renters that I'm trying to like.
Trader.
Get them to get going. This other renter also who ghosted me last time, but like he seemed serious, so I'm trying to also like reopen things with him. And then there's that buyer I told you about yesterday from Instagram, so I sent him a list of properties. And then there's this other buyer who came to me from Instagram a while ago, and I need to check in with her because she wants to buy in the fall. If she wants to buy in the fall, how long?
I think we approved start sending properties.
I already sent her properties. I don't think she got pre-approved. And also, when do I send them a buyer broker agreement?
Put her in a group chat with Rachel.
Who's Rachel?
Our lender. And ask her to get on the phone with them. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, you use Rachel? I didn't know.
This other guy also never got pre-approved, and I don't even know if he's serious.
If it didn't get pre-approved, you have nothing to do with him, from my understanding. This is like, you're gonna put an offer, the owner's not gonna accept it. It's like, yeah. And unless he can get pre-approved for something less.
She's gonna call you.
Amazing. I mean, I don't know if they're even serious to get pre-approved, you know? What is the process of getting pre-approved? Like, what do they have to do for it?
Check their income and credit.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, it's literally they go to a bank to do like either a soft pull or hard pull to make sure that she has the funds and the ability to literally pay for the house. Because then they're gonna hold it against the equity of the house. Like they want to make sure the bank is secured. They don't just want to give loans for someone who cannot afford it. So
once they get pre-approved, like they technically, like if you haven't signed them,
basically that if we go into contract, then there's a very big chance that they're gonna get the loan. Things might change, but 90% of the time it doesn't change.
oh yeah, there is a loan.
if you haven't signed them on a buyer broker agreement, they get pre-approved. Like they can go to a different person also.
They can go to a different lender, sure. We encourage them to
A
go.
different lender, a different like realtor.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be able to sue them for the money. We don't ever want that to end up happening.
So they only really get pre-approved with your lender if they're serious about working with you.
They get pre-approved with my lender because my lender is the best, whether or not they work with me. The reason why they get pre-approved is because in order for me to be able to go and start showing them houses, I need to make sure that they can actually afford the houses I'm showing.
Okay. So then when would you send them a buyer broker agreement is what I'm
Before I go to show them properties.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, one of the things that like my parents tried to look for to purchase a house before, like a couple of years ago, and all the realtors immediately when they pick up the phone, it says, "Did you speak to any loan officer?" They're like, "No, go speak to a loan officer. I have nothing to do with you till you speak to a loan officer." That's literally like, I wouldn't
So what we
say.
do instead is we do a group call. So we'll call the
Officer. That's literally like, I wouldn't
So what
say.
we do instead is we do a group call. So we'll call the client, we'll call the lender, and then we'll do a conference call. Just keep everybody busy at the same time.
I'll do that with
Nobody's
you.
chasing anybody. It's just, hey, you have 5 minutes, great. And then you call the lender and you say, hey, I have somebody on the other line who needs to get pre-approved, and you merge the call.
Definitely. And okay, yes.
My problem is this guy from Instagram doesn't want to give me his info, which basically tells me he's not
Alright, so then stop replying to him.
Yeah.
That's literally all my Facebook leads.
Same.
It's trash. I don't know. What happened with this guy that you brought once to the I don't know. What happened?
Same.
It's trash. I don't know. What happened with this guy that you brought once to the what is it called? The Friday meetings. The guy from Dubai, I don't know, selling all these things.
What about him? He's in my download.
Does he still get leads from Facebook? Like he said, I got so many opportunities, legit ones. I was like wondering, but
Opportunities versus closed deals are very different. You have to remember that.
yeah, that's very true.
I know a guy who literally makes so much money just from Facebook. I mean, he only does rentals. Like, he doesn't do anything else.
But Facebook Marketplace specifically?
From
Or
Facebook
ads?
Marketplace. That's why when I joined the team, I spoke to Joe about Facebook Marketplace because this guy, when my apartment complex first opened, he was literally here like every single day, like all day with different clients. And he just closed so many people every month from Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how he does it, but he only does rentals and he just makes a shit ton of money doing it.
What's his name? Just curiosity.
Who's Michael?
Michael? Because I kid you not.
Michael. I don't know if you know him.
No, because I was speaking to another person telling me all of Facebook Marketplace, and I did it from before, and I got like 2 people that I almost like, and then they just like they wanted to move quickly, so I just immediately knew that they're not qualified, like they're just not legit, and the rest of them.
That's the best. I'm having the opposite issue. Like, I like the people who want to move quickly. The people who don't want to move quickly, that's how you know they're not serious.
No, it's like it
I mean, rentals though, not.
Yeah, no, the thing with them was like one of them, she did not have the credit and she wanted to move quickly, and then the house she wanted had an HOA, and I told her, you cannot, there's an HOA here, like, we cannot do it. So, and the process is like, the approval was like 3 to 4 weeks, and she wanted to move like within like a week and a half.
So, why don't you take her to like that's what I'm saying, like, you don't take them to condos, you take them to like buildings. Like mine, for example, you get approved within like a day or two, and if you have worse credit, they just make you pay a higher deposit. Like, they don't really care about credit as much as just you having a job and you having proof of funds, and the approval is super fast, and if you don't have good credit, they just make you pay more.
Yeah. Is it a community, you're talking about a community duplexes? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem. She didn't want like an apartment kind of thing. She wanted like a townhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we all have our work cut out for us. Shterni, call Rachel. She'll walk you through the process. Chanel, let's make sure that those packets get ready. I'll print them out and I'll bring them to you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 12:15 that I have to pop on. I'll be done at 1, and then I'm going to get ready to head out. But please make sure that before I head out that we confirm the title situation with the 4 people. Okay, let's see what the.
I'm jumping off. Bye, guys.
Later.
What do you mean title situation? Talking to me or talking to Shterni?
Yeah, talking to you.
But what title situation?
With the 3 names.
The 3? Oh, yes, exactly. Because you said 4, I was confused. Okay, perfect.
Call them, let me know.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much, Joe.
Got it.
Okay.
The new EB5 visa is back.
Frank, I'm not sure how you do it. You can do it obviously anyway here. We're not gonna.
I just saw that.
Number it.
0.72.
0.72. So 0.75%. Hey, Mr. Buyer, buy the house today, because in 3 months it would have gone up over 2%. So if it's an $800,000 house, in 2 months you're gonna make $16,000. So this is important.
What is the formula up on the top left hand screen that I can't see?
It's basically breaking this down for you. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of different calculators that you can do for free. You could also do this on your Android or iPhone, but I did this so that you guys could see it. You don't have to use this program. I just wanted to show you that when you do the.
We have the last sales price, when that was, the market value, the total area. Mr. George Jalil, thank you for being with us today in the real estate industry. He's also held many titles in real estate with associations like the Miami Association of Realtors, Florida Realtors, and NAR. And I will fully present him when he comes up, but you will have the perspective of an appraiser. And that makes this class very, very powerful. So let's go ahead and jump into it so we can get to the exciting second part with George. We're going to get started on MiamiRealtor.com. And before I move forward, you guys will have this recording available. You're also going to have the PowerPoint available. So if you just want to relax and enjoy the class and absorb and not worry about taking notes, you can do that, okay? We're going to get started on MiamiRealtor.com. Before you create a CMA, we want to know what our market looks like. And we're going to take a look at that right from MiamiRealtor.com. The association every month creates stats for you. So right at the top, it says stats. We're going to give that a click, and that's going to open you up into different statistics based on county. It's also going to divide your single family homes with your